Hi!
Good morning.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
We were born in the motherfucking room.
You are?
I am Berlin.
I am JéTwahn.
And we are
We were born. Yes. So how are y'all doing on tonight's lovely night?
Yes, how are you feeling?
Ooh, let me turn her down. Okay, so let's get into some things, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver Twist couldn't make it with us tonight
Because he has an emergency.
And so we're going to try our best to host this thing and do the things. How did y'all enjoy the episode?
How was the episode? I enjoyed it.
I loved it. It was a good episode. It was very emotional.
It was. It has so much.
It has so much going on. So much going on.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Well, it's 90 people in here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into some things. Okay. So, the first episode, what's this? It's episode 6. And what is it called again?
It's called.
Just go look at it.
Okay, one second.
I don't know. It was something strange.
It's called. 1 second. It's called The Crying, the Twixt, and the New Foes.
Other people to convince me.
Oliver walking out, the sister cussing everybody out. I need a drink. I need a couple shots. I swear to God I do. I'm going into this situation trying to find release.
So after the nightcap from hell, we all decided to tiptoe over to the club next door so we can turn up and have a good time.
So after we were done filming for the night, I allowed the people to convince me to come out and party with them. Everything that happened earlier miraculously dissolved. It just went away, poof. People. All that fussing and fighting, all the bickering and snickering, it just went away and we had a good time. Even to the point where JeTwahn and I shared a kiss.
All this girl on girl action, child, it's just too much. I look up and what do I see? JeTwahn and Oliver locking lips. This bitch done stole my man.
OMG.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That is crazy. Okay, so y'all, side note, after every long, gruesome filming day, we went out. Like, it was the fun crew. It was Oliver. It wasn't Oliver. It was Berlin, myself, Nicole, and Darius, and the supporters. So we all would travel to the, there was 3 resorts in the area. We would travel to the resort next door and turn up in there. They had a sports lounge, a nightclub. They had another little outside bar area that we would go to and just turn up and just have a really good time. So all that footage you see was practically from that night. Did you have fun at the nightcaps? What was your fun?
Well, I always had fun in the night. The nightcaps were the best part, of the trip, because it was the only time we actually got to do something that we wasn't working.
Yeah.
And even though we would kind of be out late and it would be we got to get up in the morning and we have to do stuff, it was worth it. Cause baby, Nicole had me drinking, child.
Nicole had us all drinking. One thing about Nicole, she don't pass you a mother drink
out of the table, bitch. She don't be phased, but bitch, I be slizzard. I was slizzard every time I was around her. She was like, a drink, another drink, another drink, another drink. It was a lot, but I had so much fun with her.
So what did you think about all the kissing? Because there was a lot of kissing.
Yeah, it was a lot of kissing up in those scenes. I feel like I was kind of shocked by the Oliver kiss, but it was like, when you see the clip, you think it's more than what it is, but if you actually see it, it was definitely like a makeup friendly type of pic.
Yeah, I'm one to place my lips on people all the time, child. I'm not gonna even be fake about it. I like kissing people. JéTwahn and Darius sitting in the tree. We haven't kissed in a while because he's blocked. But you know what? But you know what? It was really good to see him in tonight's episode. He looked really great.
He looked really good in that white. It's no shade. Yeah. He looked absolutely really, really good in that white.
Really so good big in that white.
Shout out to
And you know the funny thing is, I didn't know that Darius was behind us when we did our smooch. I didn't know. It was kind of hilarious to see his actual reaction was actually priceless.
Yeah, he was right there. He was looking like, now hold up. That's a little too far.
Y'all taking it too far. So are we going to blame it on the Henny?
Baby, it was tequila.
It was a lot of tequila.
It was tequila. We're going to blame it on tequila.
And literally everywhere you went, there was alcohol. Like there was hanging like cupboards of alcohol that you can just like stick your cup up to and like do this, and then alcohol would pour into your cups, and it was for free. It was all inclusive. So, why you block them?
Oh.
What's the next clip?
What's the next clip? Let's go to the next scene.
Go to the next scene.
I miss you so much. I don't have nobody to gossip with, or nobody that's gonna tell me all the tea from top to bottom. We're gonna run it down and tell me what's going on. All the laughs, just the love. She was so full of love, and I love her. I miss her so much.
I would say, I love you, Missy, and I definitely miss you. I want you to know that we have your mom, your dad, your kids, and although you're not here, we're here. Nobody can't tell a story like you, sis. You knew all the tea. You knew what time it went down, because you say, now mind you, first of all, the kids, you know, they struggling, but they making it. You'll be real proud of Jaden. You'll be super proud of Adrian, because Adrian been holding it together like all a superwoman. You laughing at me because you see every morning I get up and put on my purple socks, and I know you say, now you know damn well that don't matter. But you know I don't care. So, I mean, I can't lie. The pain's still there, but I'm better than I was, because I was just laying in the bed. I wasn't doing nothing.
I think that this is really special for us to take time as a family to commemorate Missy's life and to reflect on this last year and everything that we've been through. And this is a really nice way for us to get together and close out what has been a really great trip.
Oh, okay. So this scene
was beautiful.
Listen, I've already shared this the last live that for me, well, you go first because you're the guest. I've already done this. Okay. So you go.
So this was a beautiful scene. I personally never experienced losing someone that's like been really close to me. I'm really, really dreading it, but I do know it is a part of life, unfortunately. And it's just, I couldn't imagine how that feels. It's just to see them commemorating her and like how important she was to them. And like, it just was so beautiful. And just to actually see Oliver cry. I've never seen Oliver cry, like ever. And he actually cried. She meant a lot to him, meant a lot to their family. Mama Twixt was emotional. Auntie Chantae was emotional. And it's just a beautiful thing. Like to see, I just hope and pray if I ever do leave this world that I can have, like, I leave an effect or impact on people in that way. You know, like, it was special. And I'm happy that they shared that on the show because they didn't have to do that.
I love when, I say this all the time, I love when you watch reality TV and you don't, it's good to have big personalities and good to have, like, the drama, and it's good to have, like, you know, our alter ego sometimes, because when the cameras come on, we sometimes do become other characters. Mm-hmm. But it's good to see people be who they are, mm-hmm. and not the facade, not the delusions and mm-hmm. and all the extra stuff. It's good to see people be their genuine self. So I love moments where you actually get to learn about the people. You get to learn their core values. You get to learn about the way they were raised, or stories, of families that they've lost or loved ones that they've lost. I love that. And for me personally, I've lost a sibling. I said this in the last live I was on, but it never, there's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't think about my brother. So I totally love that scene, and shout out to everyone that is affected by someone with lupus, or going through lupus, or survived lupus or didn't survive lupus. It's just it's all it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I can't even really.
I can't imagine. Like I lost my great grandmother, and I sang at her funeral. I was like 15, and she was like one of my favorite people. And so, but at the same time, there was like such an age gap, and she was such older, and so I didn't really get to I wasn't like close. You know what I'm saying? Like close with her. Of course, it was somebody I truly loved, but I just never experienced like being just super close, like with someone and just losing them. And I saw you experience that with your brother, and it changed you. It changed you.
It changed me as a whole person.
Like he changed him.
Yeah.
Like it really, really did. Even now, it's like it took him a while to even just get back into
who I am.
So like,
and I think that people don't, and that's a key thing. Like when I went into season 3, I literally just lost my brother like 2-3 months before that. And I'm thinking, oh, I can be around these people who I can be around shade and drama and this, and I want to like
just take people
completely off this earth. Like so I think that's like a key thing that a lot of people didn't know, that I was literally
still grieving.
And I was just lashing
out.
Your
tolerance just wasn't
my tolerance was so low, child. It's still low.
It's still low.
But I'm working on it.
No, but he's definitely like, you're getting back to yourself, but it took years, y'all. Like literally like years. It's been a while, and he's just finally getting back into himself and getting back into his groove. And it's still changed. He's still not the same person he was before, because it did change him. But in some ways, I think it made you a better person. Also,
I don't know about that. I can't.
I'm talking about now.
I don't know. I wouldn't. Listen, I'm telling y'all love y'all siblings. You got siblings. I know they are annoying. I have 5 that's alive. Actually, I have more than that. That's another story. I got 5 on my mom's side that are alive, and that we argue and fight like cats and dogs. But if you got siblings, pick up the phone, call them, tell them you love them, apologize to each other, be kind to each other, because you never know what the last conversation is going to be, when the last moment you're going to be able to like hug them, and to fight and argue over petty stuff. And life is so short. So love your siblings, love them all. Love your friends too. Call your friends, tell them you love them. Check on the strong friend. Love on each other. Be more kind. Each other. Okay, let me see what Darius said on this comment. Darius said, losing a close family member is hard. I think it may be harder than losing a sibling than a parent. Ooh, child, he might say something. I'm talking about, I don't know. Losing my brother was like losing my left leg, child. I couldn't even walk for a while. Like, I'm telling you.
And it was your baby brother that you raised.
That I literally raised. So it was something. It was a different type of bond. Ooh, child. But let's get to the next clip. The next clip, please. Can y'all hear it?
I'm Nicole Rae. Y'all haven't known that's who I am. I'm a celebrity hairstylist, salon owner. I got a few businesses under my belt. We'll talk about those in a minute. But I've been doing hair since I was about this tall. However, I did not know that I was going to be a salon owner or I was going to be a successful hairstylist. When I grew up, I didn't think hair was a big deal like that. I just did it because I like to do it, you know what I mean? And it's so crazy that they always say if you find something that you love and you can figure out a way to make money from it, you'll never feel like you're working. Now, starting in here, I was a booth renter. I wanted to have my own situation. So, got a building, went through the logistics of opening the building, and here we are today. Now, if you ask me what are the logistics, let's start with it. When you get the space, you need to know how many booths are you gonna have? How much you're gonna charge for booth rent? Let's just go with the booth rent route. I'm gonna collect a fee from you guys every single week. You got to pay it whether you're here or not. Do you have a DBA? Do you have an LLC? What's the structure of your business? Y'all know what the difference between those things are?
I do.
What's a DBA?
Doing business as.
Period. You better know that. Here you go. We got some.
Ooh, we got prizes.
You better know that. Okay. You can also get an LLC. What's that stand for? Who knows? You better. Come on. Period.
Now I know everyone is used to loudmouth, excited, over the top Nicole, but honestly, in my day to day, this is what I deal with.
Listen.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
so you can go.
So Nicole, I actually love to see when I was there in person. I love to see Nicole in this light. I got to know her kind of this way because, you know, outside off the cameras, we got to like catch up and know each other and stuff like that. And it was just I'm just so happy that everyone else got to see her like this in this light because it's no shade. She's a boss bitch.
Boss bitch.
She takes care of her business. She handles her business and she does her big one. Like, and I just like, even with all the extra, she do all of that and all of this, but you can tell like she was in her element. And I love to see people in their element.
No, I genuinely, I knew that she was a smart woman and I knew that I loved like, you know, bickering with her sometimes and like picking her brain and stuff like that. But it wasn't until like she just kind of like transformed into like a whole switch just went off and she just started rattling out all these alphabets. It was CEO, LLC, CEN, IEN, PPP, LED, you know, ABC. I was like, damn bitch. She knew she was just knowing shit.
She knew her shit.
And so I was just like, you know what, girl, I need to come to the class of business with Nicole. And it wasn't just that she knew her shit, is the way she broke it down.
Yeah.
She took it from like, it was, you know, some people are very like expressive in, you know, saying things so that by like the textbook and saying it very direct. She literally broke it down. She gave you the layman's terms and basically, you know, dissected that thing for you so that you would be prepared to run a good business. And I think that Nicole needs to get more into that bag, into you know, teaching the girls how to build business. We need more Black queer businesses out there.
It's no shade because she was really killing it. She really, really was. And I'm really, really proud of her. For her to be a Black business owner, for her to be trans, for her to be doing her thing the way she's doing it. And it makes a lot of sense why she feels her pussy the way she feels it. Because she has every right to feel her pussy the way she feels it. It's absolutely no shade.
Like, it's no shade. To be in LA, I know the rent is
high. Yeah.
I know. And she owns the building. So, baby, you can't give a shit.
Yes, that's why she be doing it like that. That's why she was like, you know,
she gonna watch her mouth.
She definitely gonna watch her mouth.
She gonna watch her mouth.
She gonna watch her motherfucking mouth.
Yo, I love you, girl, but
I
you gonna watch her mouth.
Now this is a cry for attention. He just wants me to say, let's not break up, let's not get divorced. So I'll be honest, I said, let him. He just wants me to change my mind about getting this divorce. About a good 30, 45 minutes passed. His grandmother didn't live that far. I heard his truck pull up, but he never came in the house. So when I opened the door, he was looking toward, he had his back turned. And there was some like wooded areas right there. There's a big parking lot. And he just slowly turned around. And when he turned around and looked at me, his eyes were bloodshot red. It was like I'd never seen that look in his eyes. And I knew it was nothing but the grace of God that said, don't go back in that house. So I told my neighbor, I said, hey, I don't know to this day why I said, can you call the police for me? He was like, what's going on? Because all our neighbors ever saw was us, him in the stroller outside, you know, walking him. We mind our own business. My neighbor thought I was joking. I said, we're getting divorced. He's moving out. I said, I just want this to be peaceful. I just, just in case. So he did. But before the police got there, he was just ranting, pacing back and forth. And if any of you have ever seen Eddie Sr., he's big. The what you see on TV and the videos, that does no justice. He's big. He's a big guy. And he just starts ranting. I'm looking at him. I said, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? So he said, you know what? You just keep everything. And he gets back in his truck. And next thing I know, he revved the truck up. He smashed it to the back of my car and pushed it all the way through the kitchen. It just crashed through the wall. Mind you, my baby was in the doorway.
Oh, Lord.
In his walker. In his walker. It's true. He was on the news. Newspapers. Made the news. It was pretty big up there. And after he did that, and I'm standing there, and I'm in shock because it has gone from here to here. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if he knows someone that has experienced that. Maybe we have someone that's sitting amongst us, and we're going to talk about how people keep it inside. And when he did that, I looked up, and next thing I know, the truck was coming at me. And I turned to take off to run. But I had on Birkenstock sandals, so I kind of tripped in the sandals. And when I got to the grass area, the truck hit me. The front bumper of the truck hit me, ran over me. The most damage that I got was from the front. It was by the grace of God that it was kind of a high truck, that once it hit me and went over me, it didn't do any more damage.
So that scene, with Mama Twixt just talking about her experience with domestic violence, and it was very triggering for me because I feel like I've literally been in therapy just unpacking a lot of traumatic things that had happened to me, and literally just started that journey like possibly like within that year, like within a year's time of like before going on the trip. So a lot of things that she was speaking about, I hadn't experienced exactly what she had spoke about, but it just touched me. Like I was just like, wow, I can't believe she's being like this strong and like telling her story. That's her personal business. She didn't have to like share that, but by her doing it, how it affects people, how it could change someone's life, someone who's going through something like that, like someone who may feel like, or keeping that private and don't want to, like, it was just like a really powerful moment and like made me respect her so much.
Christy Lovable, I think you kind of answered the question already, but Christy Lovable said, Berlin, how did you feel in that moment? Because I know you felt emotional, not trying to be personal, but just asking.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I just was heartbroken for her having to experience that. Like, her child was only 6 years old. Like, her getting ran over, him going in reverse. Like, it just felt like this can't be real. Like, I can't believe this happened to her. She doesn't carry, well, from the exterior, she doesn't carry that. She doesn't give that she was in a battered situation like that, or had ever a domestic violence situation like that, or like she don't wear that. Like, so it really just gagged me. Like, and in some ways I could really relate to just being in traumatic situations like that.
Mm-hmm. No, for me, I've definitely been in domestic violence situations myself because of my mouth. I've witnessed it in my growing up, father and mother and grandmother and grandfather. I've seen it. It just was so normal, and you grow up and you don't realize how that affects you, and then you don't realize how you kind of project those things onto other people as well. So it's just good to see the Black queer community trying to heal itself and people taking the time to work through those traumatic things. And then how resilient, it's just crazy, mind-boggling how resilient she is, being ran over, getting up, running to the neighbors, her child is across the street. It was so much going on. And in that moment, she's telling us the story. You can see me getting up and leave. Like, people were like crying and weeping. And I went outside and just basically consoled them and just was trying to get them to just try to, we were there, and it was really touching. And it was really, and it's just hard to like explain how weird it was for us to be so traumatic, but such a bonding moment.
Yeah, it was something.
I can't explain
it was something healing about it.
Yeah,
like it was something like really, really healing about it, and I feel like it kind of allowed me to be a little bit more vulnerable. I didn't expect to cry. Like it got so bad. Like I cried, which I saw as when I first started crying. It got so bad. Like the second time I started to cry, it didn't make the edit. I had to leave.
Right.
Like I literally broke down outside. Like I had to like literally leave. Like it was just, and it just was just so touching to me. Like I just couldn't, it was.
And I think for me, like when me and people on the cast, we have our disagreements. I always go back to that moment. For me personally, if I meet your mama, I'm not gonna really ever like, especially if I like your mama. And especially if I know the backstory, because I understand that this is your child, your mama bear, you're gonna protect your child. So a lot of times you're just doing what is innate and natural for you to protect your child. So even when me and Oliver falling out and Mama Twixt is giving me a hard time, I always remember that moment because I'm like, you know what, this is somebody's mom. I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but it's my mouth, y'all. But I love Mama Twixt for, sharing that. And I wish more people were honest about a lot of things that they've been through, going through, because you never know who's watching. You never know who's going through it. You never who's going through it in this moment. You know what I'm saying? I just recently was in a domestic violence situation a year ago. So, just seeing that she was able to pick up the pieces. She's now a sergeant, I believe. Is she a sergeant?
I think she's a sergeant.
I believe she's a sergeant. And she's living her life. She has a nice home, beautiful home. Her child is flourishing.
She's flourishing.
Yeah, so I feel like that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You never know what's going on. Somebody said, who said this? Rochelle Duke. Hey, Rochelle Duke. This is true.
You never know. You just never know.
I officially started creating content solely back in 2019 after I lost my job, and I honestly had nothing else to do. It was something that naturally fell into my lap, right? So the first thing when it comes to content is the what and how, right? What kind of content do you want to curate and create, and how are you going to do it? I tell people you can do whatever type of content you want to do that you think that people are interested in, right? If you want to be a vlogger, if you want to be a comedian, if you want to be a reviewer, if you want to be an interviewer, if you want to make music, if you want to make music videos, if you want to do it yourself type things, if you want to be a trainer or a consultant or anything, you can do whatever you want to do on the internet, because 10 times out of 10, there's other people in this world that are going to like what it is that you are doing, right?
I want to say that I had my reservations about this whole moment on the trip. When they told us we was going to do a seminar talking about business, about brunch and domestic violence and about content creating, I was like, girl, I don't know if I want this. But to Oliver's point, it was a highlight moment. You can see how attentive people take notes. People really were engaged in all of that. And Oliver, like Nicole, did a brilliant job at like expressing that content is content. Basically, whatever you want to create, there's a niche for it. Don't feel afraid to take a limb out there, or if it's oversaturated, or all the things that you think of, or you're not good at it. You learn as you go, and we're learning. Oh yeah, we're learning as we go. So I feel like everybody.
Yeah, and it was good how he just kind of explained the starter kit, like how he just the things that you would need to like do great videos and like great video content and things like that, like, and just how he just explained his story and how it came about. And it was good to see Oliver in that element explaining that and talking about that, because I never get to see him do that really.
Oliver definitely does always give out nuggets here and there, but to see it in a form of
a workshop
where he's basically giving people the blueprint, or what at least worked for him, is good. Obviously he's doing something right. He's booked and busy.
Yeah.
So
So shout out to Oliver for doing this big one.
Baby, when I tell you, we got what we came for. We was cute. We was out there, honey. The little photographer, the hotel photographer came. We had our little photo shoot, and we was turning up, and we were at the bar as they just pouring us shot after shot after shot. It was just really fitting, because like one of the shots, a Pooh Bear, and that was one of Gigi's favorite things. And so we didn't even ask for it. They just were sending us shots. That was just like the sign that this is where we are. This is where we're supposed to be. This is what was supposed to happen. So yes, despite everything that happened, I don't know about the other people, we had a good time.
Well, what do you say about that? About the shots by the pool, Auntie Chantae?
I think it was great to see Auntie Chantae having a good time and them showing her having a good time. I feel like throughout the show, I feel like it didn't necessarily seem like she was just looking at the show. I was there. I know she was having a good time.
Yeah, we were there. We saw that she was having a great time.
People gave Auntie a bad rep, like she just was always complaining and always doing.
But that's all they seen.
That's all they seen. But at the same time, it's no shade. She was great. She was a great sport. She was a good time. She had great energy, and she was always turned up.
She literally was always a good time.
She was on vacation.
She was on vacation.
We were slaving and working, and she was on vacation, baby. She was doing her big one.
I said that in our last Unhinged review. If you go, you watch our YouTube, we review the show, and I said that Auntie Chantae literally is a vibe, and I understand that y'all don't be understanding that sometimes things are dramatized and things are, made a big thing, but Auntie Chantae is sweet, and she's nice, and she's lovable, and she's actually more of an extrovert than I am. I'm kind of like quiet and don't really say much, but she's like getting the party started.
Yeah, she is like,
and she's like
a life of the party.
Yeah, she gives that
type of energy. It's no shit. She gives the same, like, it gives like how Nicole is kind of like a similar energy. It gives a similar energy. Like, it gives that.
They're gonna be talking, they're gonna be loud,
and they're gonna be turned.
They're gonna tell you their opinion. Even if you don't want to hear it, and I love people like that.
I love Auntie Chantae. I love big personality. Yeah. I'm a big personality. JéTwahn is a big personality. I like big personalities. I'm not scared of or intimidated by it. So I loved it. I love to see it.
Yeah, no,
So, since I've been on this trip, I haven't been to the beach. I haven't had a Stella got her groove back moment. I barely talk to my friends or my family. I just need a moment to just relax and just take this in. This may be a brief moment, but I just need this moment,
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
On this resort, me and Berlin do not share the room. So when she's gone, she's gone. She can get gone easily. This is the first time in the last couple days that we've had some downtime, and I really would like to utilize it to rehearse and do things that we need to do for We Were Born. Pick up the phone, girl.
Hello?
Hello.
Where are you?
By the pool.
Listen, girl, we have to rehearse, and I know that you've been busy and trying to relax, but girl, we got a show.
I understand that we got a show. I know we got to prepare. But no shame. I took a lot of money. So I can go on vacation and I haven't no personal time. None whatsoever. Let alone we haven't had no time to do what we need to do as a group, as a investigator.
We came here to do a job. Just like the Twixt trip is a job, we have to do our self-service by performing. Like, that's the reason why we came here, to showcase our talents. There's plenty of people on this Twixt takeover that don't even know who we are. This is serious. Like, this is what they're gonna see.
I understand that he's highly upset. He's ready to rehearse. We need to rehearse. It's like the day, and I get that. And I plan to rehearse. I definitely do plan to rehearse. But I also plan to have time and leisure on a vacation in an international country that I don't necessarily it's a gift.
I just really, really, really wish you just communicate better because this is getting out of hand. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But clearly, I'm relaxing right now.
Here we go. We can't control not being able to have a stage, and we can't control this crazy schedule, but we can control we were born and how we present ourselves on the stage. And the best way to do that is to be prepared and rehearse.
How long are you going to be relaxing for? Is the question. We're going to have to talk about this some other time because I'm not talking about what you right now.
You know, we did.
It was a hang up in my face for me.
It was, and I apologize for hanging up in your face, JéTwahn. I apologize, but he was determined to get me. You know, he drugged me from the pool. Nobody saw that. They didn't see that.
Not drugged from the pool.
He drugged me from by my braids from the pool.
She lied like.
I'm just playing. But no, I just was frustrated because I literally was on this beautiful resort. I'm talking about this resort had all types of things. Baby, I didn't get to see or experience. I didn't get to go splashing. I didn't even go to the
slide.
I didn't even go to the beach.
We didn't get to do none of that.
I go to the beach. I ain't go shopping in the resort. I ain't go.
Shopping
I didn't go to some of the restaurants that one. I didn't go to the. I didn't go to the steakhouse.
We didn't do none of the 5-star shit they had.
None of that. So I was kind of pissed off because it was the last day and we had to perform that night, and I had done nothing. Nothing that I paid for. All the amenities that was there that I paid for. It was like, no, it's baby. I paid to be Oliver's employee basically.
Oh Lord Jesus.
I literally paid to be his employee. I barely could do what I needed to do for us. So it was like, it was just a lot. I don't regret it, but it's no shade.
The reason why I be going hard, see me, I'm a little bit more lax on stage. Like I don't get I get nervous up until I get before I get on stage, I'm a wreck. But when I get on stage, I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And if I mess up a line or a song or a note is bad, it just rolls off my shoulder. I'm just like, okay, I got it. You know, if she mess up with anything, she mess up the wrong step, she don't make the mark. And y'all, we didn't have sound check. We didn't know what the stage was going to be. We didn't know anything. We didn't know we didn't know anything. We just knew that we were about to go perform, and they hadn't told us anything about it. They didn't tell us, anything about the music. So I was more so like, at least let's be prepared in case. And yeah, if the stage is small, if the stage is wooden, or if the stage, if it's a concrete stage, and if it's only, if the sound is bad, how are we gonna move it or adjust things on the stage? But time was ticking, and there was a little bit of downtime in between the brunch and the performance, but I was really trying to get that.
And I understood. But I just needed to breathe for a moment. And y'all was pissed off for a little bit. I was thinking about, like, bitch, I'm here and just working for other people, bitch. Like,
no, and you had made valid points. But I think that, girl, she hung up in my face. I wasn't having that shit.
Yeah, and
I was like,
that's why I probably which way to pool?
Which way is the pool? Well, let's find the pool so we can have this conversation face to face.
That key, but yeah. So that it is what it is. We're all right. We're okay. We got through it.
We always do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next
scene.
I be flexing on my haters. I do my dance. Straight up flexing on my haters. I do my dance. Girl, fuck it up.
Boom, hello. Okay, let's go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give them a
rehearsal space is not cheap, honey. I rented this rehearsal space out. It's not cheap. You want fame? It's where you're gonna pay for it. Now let's go.
Now, seeing as how me and We Were Born didn't get off to the best start, I'm excited to be hosting them in my room, allowing them to use my space to rehearse. Also, I'm here to get them together, honey, in my Debbie Allen voice, honey. Because if you want fame,
here is where you're gonna pay for it.
So we head over to Nicole's room because she has the biggest room out of everyone because she's the grand dame. Because she has all this space, let's utilize it and let's get to moving and grooving.
Y'all didn't get it. Y'all know that we must have just dance.
But it's no shade. JéTwahn kind of mad at me. I'm kind of mad too because we ain't rehearsed.
Yeah.
We do everything under the sun for everybody else, the whole trip, for the Twixt trip. But once again, we doing everything last. And I wasn't know it, and I didn't even get a chance to like relax or nothing.
No, I get it. We ain't got no more time, honey. The performance is later. Berlin told me they hadn't performed in a long time. Perhaps they're just, in their heads, but I just want them to relax and relate and release and get it together because I see the potential and I know that they can do great things.
Yes. Let me tell you one thing about Miss Nicole. She gonna whip you into shape now. She gonna tell you the reason why it's good to have a friend like Nicole is because she ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear.
She gonna tell you the truth.
She gonna tell you what she think. It may not be the truth, but she gonna at least tell you her opinion, right? And it's not gonna be an ass kissing moment. She's gonna just be like, I don't like it. It's you ain't don't know. And she actually can. People don't know this, but she really can sing. So
she can sing her ass off.
Her room was huge, and she can sing. And so she was definitely giving pointers.
You could tell that hoe she was Lorianne Gibson. She was up in there. No, do it again. You're fucking up.
No, y'all didn't see. Y'all saw like a little smidgen of it, but she was cutting up the song every 3-4 lines.
Anything. Your head moving wrong.
Yeah.
Again, start over. I'll be like, Nicole.
You're out of breath.
You're out of breath. You're winded. You're winded. I was like, Nicole.
She was definitely trying to whip us in shape, but I was just sitting there thinking like, well, and the funny thing, it was you that was messing up most of the time.
It was.
It was her.
Me. I messed up a few times, bitch. It wasn't giving.
That was messing up most of the time. I didn't say all the time.
I was like twice.
Well,
I was like small things. On small things, but she was giving in that girl.
And she was, and the thing is, if we had been rehearsing prior to getting there, you would have had to remember to get
well, baby, if we wasn't running around on Twixt excursions, bitch, I would have had it.
No, I really did enjoy that. I enjoyed that she actually gave us her room because honestly, we had went to the gym. They kicked us out of the gym because they said we couldn't film in there because they're like, it's the gym, and they thought people were being creepy and weird. I'm like, girl, we're filming a show anyway. Yeah. And then there was an outside space, and they're like, no, it's too loud, and it's in front of a room. Yeah. And so Nicole, swooped in and basically saved the day for us.
Yeah, the acoustics was great up in there. We had the space to do what we need to do. We long.
Yeah.
So we been needing space.
Yeah. So shout out to Nicole for let us buy her room. Yes.
Next scene.
Yeah, I really that. Because honestly, I didn't mean to tell you.
Now, how did you, JéTwahn, get this taser on the plane and then come pulling it out on me? Now, baby,
people might think that the taser is for Oliver. It's not. There's a lot of cartels and shit going on down there, and I want to be protected in case one of them short motherfuckers come running up on me, trying to shove me into the back of a white truck. Nah, baby, I got my taser. No, there's a lot of things happening in Mexico. Let's be clear. I wasn't going to Mexico as a Black American without something. You need something.
And you know what's crazy? The crazy thing is it actually, look, she's so wait, how did you do that? I'm not telling you how I'm doing it.
Actually, let me tell y'all one thing about it. It's Berlin. When I got it to Florida, it was Berlin. When I got it to Mexico, it was Berlin.
I'm not telling you how I do it.
It don't be me.
And mind you, they did random searches. And when we was in Mexico,
I was sweating.
No, they did random searches and they checked our shit thoroughly. And they still didn't find it. I will never tell.
I was sweating. I was like, "You about to go to the jail?"
I said, "No, we're not." I said, "We're gonna be just fine." I will never tell, baby. You gotta be locked and loaded for these hoes and these Mexicans, baby. They be out here killing us.
Okay. It says, not the taser again. It says, JéTwahn gave trauma when you did that to Oliver. Let me tell you, Yeah, girl, I wasn't in my right mind back then.
It was given initiation from Nicole. If the taser didn't get pulled out on her, we couldn't truly connect and bond. So we had to, just one had to do his big one, pull out, so you a part of the group now, girl.
Yeah, just like that ritual where we sprinkled the garlic powder into the cauldron for the Mayans. Yeah, this is my ritual to pull out the taser. If I don't pull out the taser on you after we done beef, then we can't be cool.
Okay, so that was a good
time. So listen, I'm so excited to have these next artists on the stage. They are great friends of mine. I look up to them. They're so freaking amazing, and I'm so happy to be sharing this moment with them. Please give it up for one of the best duos of all time, in my opinion. We Were Born!
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Oliver. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We Were Born is in the motherfucking room. I am JéTwahn. I'm Berlin. And we Were Born.
Straight up flexing on my haters. I do my dance. Well, fuck it up. Told me no dance. I see you flexing on your haters. I be flexing on my haters, flying high out my mind, riding through the gator. They said I couldn't.
Checking my damn
The music just goes shroom, and I'm like, bitch, now we gotta sing a cappella.
Well, I be flexing on my haters. I do my dance. Straight up flexing on my haters. I do my dance. Girl, fuck it up. And you can do it with no hands. I see you flexing on your haters. Hey, now do your dance, now do your dance. Okay, that's all we're doing.
I am a very unbothered individual. There is not much that really, really bothers me. I'm kind of careless. I really don't give a fuck about that. But when it comes to my music and like performance and things like that, I am a crazy person. Like, you can ask JéTwahn, he be like, girl, you gotta calm down.
She gotta calm the hell down. No shade. She
get
up there and get all that anxiety and be just looking.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, we gonna stay.
It's the truth. But this is the thing. But this is the thing. Like, in that moment, in that scene, I was like, I hope the fuck Oliver ain't doing this shit on purpose on a motherfucking show.
It was some spirits.
I was like,
Darius should have put the garlic powder in the cauldron.
And our music would have fine.
And our music would have been fine. Everything would have been fine.
But you didn't respect them people's country. We just playing, but honestly, I was happy that we just kept going and was professional and was like, you know what? It happened. It is what it is.
No, because there's a couple things. We went into the bathroom and we were trying to get our costumes adjusted. And let me tell y'all, them costumes are something else. Them costumes look cute, but they just be doing too much.
Yeah.
We
did have wardrobe malfunction.
We had a bunch of wardrobe malfunction. And then she had to use the bathroom. And then it just was a lot going on. And
then the music fucked up.
So I'm just thinking like, oh my God, please get through this. But it was fun. It was fun to perform in Cancun. I love that. I kind of was shocked because if you listen to the clip, that really ain't us singing. That's them fans singing that song. That's them singing it. I was kind of I was like, they know the song too. Okay. So thank y'all for supporting the girls. Because it was hashtag they don't support us back in 2000, whatever that was, 2018. But the girls support us now. So
they support us now.
Thank you for hashtag support. Okay. How did y'all come up with the introduction monologue? which one? Good
Good
morning,
morning, good evening, good afternoon. We were born into the motherfucking world. We just be saying shit. We literally
just going back and forth. And then I think we were just like, and literally it didn't take much. Yeah, it was like a 1, 2, 3. We was joking. We was like, this gonna be. And we gonna keep that. We gonna keep it. Yeah, we just be joking, and then there's stuff that we say all the time that just become a part of our natural, the way we talk to each other. Like on here, we're saying next scene, but in actuality, we would say, what's the next? Yeah. So what's the next, girl? She'd be like, girl, the next is. So like, we just have our own little best friend language. The way we just talk and the way we do. We just be really goofy as hell, y'all. Goofy as hell. We like it come out like we super serious. Like amongst the other cast members, because they so damn extra. So it comes off like we like more like serious than they is, and like a lot, but no, we is goofy as hell. I'm goofy, but I think Josh said it the last time very perfectly. When he met me, he thought I was gonna be over the top, but I'm really chill. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the difference between me. Like, I'm a Scorpio, so I know how to socialize like an extrovert, but I low-key am an introvert. Like, so when y'all be doing y'all thing, I just be like, girl, let them talk, baby. And then when I do say something, it causes chaos. So I'd be like, oh shit, I done started. The crazy thing is, I'm an introvert when I want to be, but I am real extroverted. Yeah. But when I want to be, and when I don't want to be bothered, I make sure I'm not. Yeah. Okay. So what's the next? What's the next?
Along, thanks to artists shining light like Beyonce and everybody just being so festive, and the Pride festivals and things like that, and RuPaul's Drag Race. Everybody's now immersed into queer culture, and I'm happy about that.
And no one has had my back. Like, this individual has had my back, because at the end of the day, we share a dream together. We've been through so much, and it's been so hard. It's been so hard. It's not always easy.
When I look at my sis Berlin and see how resilient she has been through the fights, the arguments, the losing apartments, to losing homes, to losing cars, to family members passing.
But I can honestly say that it's worth it.
I love my sis. And I don't say that publicly. I'm getting choked up because I really do love my sis. She's really she's a blessing to me, and I really can't thank her for being there.
I see, I'm about to cry again. I'm a crybaby, y'all. In real life, I'm mean as hell because I'm a crybaby. It's a defense mechanism. I would be totally Candace Dillard with like a napkin every time somebody says something, because I naturally am a crybaby, and that's a secret I don't like to tell people. But I am naturally just a crybaby, and I get so protective over my sister. I will beat a bitch up over my sister. I will go to jail. She knows I will. I know. She knows. I know. I've been trying to make sure it's the girls. No, I don't play. Stay out of jail. Stay out of jail. No, I'll go to jail about my sister. Stay out of jail, baby. It ain't worth it. It is. It ain't just worth it, baby. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, baby. It's gonna cost money to get you out. It ain't worth it. Fuck these people. No, let me tell you. I've lost a sibling, so like my close friends, I treat them like family. This is chosen family for me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, in heterosexual world, they go off to college, you know, they get married to the person they want to get married to. They start their own family. They have kids. And in queers, that's not always our story. That's not always the thing. Especially Black queer people. Yeah, like, you know, we don't get afforded, you know, a lot of the opportunities and resources that a lot of the white queers do. Mm-hmm. So when I picked someone, when I met her, and I just knew that this was going to be a life partner for me. This is going to be my best friend. This is a person that I would always see, always travel. We're going to give each other, we argue, we fight, we do all the things. That is what's so beautiful about our story, because we're really family. Like, my mom calls and check on her. My mom will smoke a blunt with this bitch. And act like I don't exist. My mom calls like, hey girl, where Berlin at? I'm like, and my mama calls and checked up on JéTwahn. She be asking about him more than she be asking about me. Like, how JéTwahn do? What JéTwahn? What JéTwahn? I be like, girl, what about me, bitch? How I'm doing? Bitch, did I eat? Bitch, like,
But at the same time, it's like, I love JéTwahn. JéTwahn is really, really talented. JéTwahn has really pushed me. You have to understand I'm a trans person. I didn't think I could be doing this. We started doing this at a time where there was no representation of people doing this that looked like me. The only reason why I was comfortable, I always sang, I always wrote music, but the only reason why I was comfortable with doing it and being a performer is because I was with someone doing it. I felt like if I had an opportunity or a chance of possibly doing this ever, it would have to be in a group setting. We started the group. It was like 4 of us, but people didn't like the direction we was going in because it's basically because of me.
Because of her.
Because I was trans.
Because she was trans.
Because I was the only trans person.
The whole idea behind the group initially was like a queer version of the Black Eyed Peas. So it was like multicultural. It had queer people, and we would do like R&B pop music, and then there was other members in the group, and they basically just bailed out when they was like, the music is good, but ain't nobody doing this.
Ain't nobody doing
this trans shit and
nah,
this gay shit.
It's not like a thing. And so we just literally the last 2 left, and we just stuck together, and we
made it work.
We made it work.
Yeah.
And it's like, I appreciate, he pushes me, even though he on my fucking nerves. He pushes me in a way. And sometimes I need that. I've always been very independent. I always had this loner thing. So a lot of things I just kind of just learned on my own and figured out on my own. And JéTwahn is a very, very nurturing person. People don't really realize that. That's why he has this type of energy. So he really pushes me and has helped me become who I am. Like, literally, and I'm grateful for that. And so, yeah, I appreciate him.
My favorite song is Sunset Sex, and that comes from Girl Down Podcast with Aaron.
Aeon?
Aeon.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Aeon.
You know what? Sunset Sex is my favorite song on that album. Well, it changes every day, but that album is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, and the thing about that is, speaking of Sunset Sex, I love Berlin's like lower register, her tone. One of my favorite things about it is her tone, her voice. And she's like a muse. So when I'm writing songs, I always like hear her voice, and that's like one of the songs that I love that she sings the hook on.
Tell them how you came with the name.
I love y'all stage name. This is from, let me see, because I can't.
It's very unique. Who came up with it and the meaning behind it?
Vanita Thompson. Okay, so we were born.
We were born, not we are born.
We is born. They are born.
Them
we are them. We were born
as in past tense.
As in past tense, because we are grown ass people. Okay, that's proper English. Okay, we were born. So we were born is basically a name that I came up with because it just was. Well,
but tell them okay. So basically, JéTwahn was watching Love and Hip Hop reality TV. It's a kiki because this is where we are. Reality TV, Love and Hip Hop, and somebody said, I think you said Jocelyn said it.
I don't think it was Jocelyn. I think it was Love and Hip Hop LA. It wasn't Atlanta.
Okay, and they what did they say?
They said something. They were doing their closing. It was season 1, and I have to watch it again. But it was season 1, and they were doing their closing statements of the season, and then somebody, I think I want to say it was the one that looked real crazy now. What's her name? She looked real crazy. Hazel E. I think it was Hazel E. I think it was Hazel E. Hazel E said something like, "Oh, I'm happy to be in LA, and we were born to, succeed and live our dreams," or some shit like that. And I just thought we were born because literally we all were born. You know what I'm saying? It's very inclusive. Whether you're trans, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Asian, whether you're gay, straight, no matter what your race, sexual orientation, your creed is, we all came out of somebody's vagina or stomach.
And it just humanizes us.
It humanizes us. It's inclusive, and everybody can relate to that. Everybody's been through the journey of being birthed into this world one way or another. And I think that when we were coming up with a group name for the big group, we just kept it. We was like, you know what? Because we were born too, bitch. Fuck them.
Exactly. I feel like sometimes as a queer person, specifically, I can speak from my trans experience, sometimes we forget that. Right. I feel like they see the character, they see the transness before they see, like, I'm a human being. Like, I have a mother. Like, I have a father. I am a sister. Like, I am an aunt. Like, I literally was born, and it's just humanizing. And like you said, when you say it, it applies to you too.
Right.
It's inclusive.
Which is why on our first album, you hear a lot of snippets from our mothers, our birth-giving mothers, and they're talking about the pregnancy process. And the album's called Ultrasound because, ultrasound is what you have before it's a double entendre, like ultrasound sonically, but ultrasound like belly-wise. Like, seeing the baby before it happens. And I feel like that was our first album.
It's like the prequel to life.
It's our prequel to, all the many things, and it's genre-less, and it tells stories, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Really artsy-fartsy, weird shit. Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good question.
That was a good question. It really was.
Now all of these niggas mad since I got my wig on. I'm spinning when I'm going out. You know what I'm talking about. Only baddies and Barbies with us. Too bad you can't party with us. I don't freeze my money on. City Balenci out of low. Bet you gon' act like yourself. But it don't even phase me cause I'm fucked up with the Henny in my cup. And I'm headed to the club feeling like $1 million bucks. Yeah, I am fucked up with the Henny in my cup. And I'm headed to the club feeling like $1 million bucks. Yeah, I'm the chick party, nothing can but you. I'm high and fucked up with the Henny in my cup. And I'm headed to the club feeling like $1 million bucks. Yeah.
I want to say shout out to Dario for adding all those clips into it. Yeah, it's fucking gorgeous. It feels like a hug. I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
It felt like the hug. It feels like I love that those moments where you get to really like see the fans and all the times we had, good times, the bad times we had, the arguments we had. It all is in this moment very worth it. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful like thing. Out. It says Berlin.
How mad were you when the track cut off? I was really pissed off, but I feel like because I looked over and I saw JéTwahn wasn't mad. I said, you know what? It's to be professional. It's not to be mad. And literally, I looked over and I saw him. I was like, you know what? It's the pad. This is not about me. It's about us, and the show must go on.
She be over it, y'all.
I do. I get over when shit fuck up. I don't like that. I can be really high strong sometimes.
It says
we need y'all at the Black and Queer as Fuck Music Festival in Houston next year. Period.
We love Houston.
We there. If y'all gonna book us, baby, we coming.
Anytime you want us. Come talk to We Were Born. Please, yes.
Yeah, please
don't be afraid.
To us.
Come talk to us real quick. Please hit the link, the StreamYard link, set up your camera, get in the views, and let's chop it up. Ask us, and you ain't gotta even ask us. You can ask some messy shit from previous episodes.
You can whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, you can just say, I hate your guts. And I'll be like,
I am like, you know what? I appreciate you thinking about my good. Everything that's planned. Everything that's planned. Everything we be planning that. We do not be planning that.
No, we just be saying shit. Okay, I want to say that costume was not costuming on me that day.
No, you looked good though.
Bitch, I was busting out the scenes, baby.
Nobody could see you busting out
I
the scenes.
see them, baby. I see.
You saw the scenes, but
I saw the scenes busting, baby. Baby, I was overweight. And go, honey, I was over eating the tortillas.
Oh, girl.
The bacon, the
baby, I
margarita.
wasn't, baby. I had constant laxatives from that food. Bitch.
No, baby, I
was definitely not overweight over there. I was too damn skinny. The way I stayed on that damn toilet.
No, I was fucking that food. I'm telling y'all, they had all you can eat, everything, baby, and I was just eating. I had order room service every 5 minutes. It's the professionalism for me. Thank you. No, y'all, please come and talk to
us.
Somebody.
Why nobody come and talk to us?
We don't bite.
We don't.
We taste. But we don't bite. And you do the screen.
What we say on what you say on the line between love and hate before I electrocuted his ass, Mr.
Let's say Josh said, did Darius know he was a part of y'all's act? Did you shock him?
I don't think I think we told him a little bit before.
We told him like
right before we got on stage.
Like, we know what, we're gonna pull you up. And he's like, really?
And he kind of looked a little nervous, but
hey boo.
Hey, JéTwahn.
I loved y'all this episode. Y'all did so good. I was so proud.
Oh,
thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. You know we love you too.
We love you down.
You
How you
always
been?
supported us.
No, he literally is a real ride or die.
Yeah,
He really,
I live.
he looks out for the kids.
Yes, he does.
I live. I do have a question. Because I know I love to
Is that a
interview.
question?
Mm-hmm.
I do love to interview. So with y'all being a duo, like how do y'all write songs together? Do y'all have to, kind of jumble ideas around? Have y'all ever had like a disagreement while trying to write a song? What's the tip?
Okay. So for the most part, honestly, if I'm being honest, JeTwahn, he has a really, really good ear for music. And so I trust him. I can write music too. I write music too. Don't get it twisted. But as far as
we write music.
Yeah, I do. But as far as the We Were Born sound, the sound of We Were Born, I feel like JeTwahn has kind of honed in on that sound, so I let him lead. So he has an idea. It could be a verse, it could be a chorus or anything. He just has ideas that he come up with, and then we just build from those ideas.
Usually I will demo something, like I'll hear something in my head and I'll demo it and sing it. And she don't give herself enough credit because I'll demo some things and I'll hate it. And she will hear it and she'll be like, "No, that's a hit." And I'll be like, "You sure this is so stupid and corny?
We about to fuck this up.
And we about to fuck it up." And she'll write a verse to it and she'll make me believe. I'm like, "Okay, bitch."
I'm like, I'm gonna go write a verse, or sometimes like this and this and this and this. I'll come back and we like, "Okay, bitch, I like this," and then we like tweak it out. We figure out the kinks, maybe change the melodies, figure out where we put transitions. But for the most part, we write most of our music together.
We write it together, even when we're apart.
Yeah.
Like so for instance, like I will come, like if I come up with something that I like, and sometimes she won't like what I like, but I'll send it to her like so that she can like walk around with it or listen to it when she's doing her own thing, and she'll come back with a verse and I'll be like, "Okay, change this around, change this around, change this around." And by the time I done added 16 harmonies to it and change the notes here and there, she's in love with it. So we do work in one way or another. We end up writing together. Yeah,
we just it's so interesting because I feel like our first album, and I'm saying it like the second one's out, but it's about to be out. The first album we wrote, it was just like real organic. Like in a sense, it's like we just sometimes we'll come with a verse, sometimes we'll start songs a cappella, and then we find beats, or we do all these things. But this second album, we kind of started with all the choruses.
Oh yeah, every chorus, everything we started with the chorus.
Yeah, like the second album, we started
most of the songs.
Most of the songs started with the chorus.
Because for me, it was more so the We Were Born sound is always really catchy and has cute harmonies and do little things. So I didn't want to stray away from that, but I wanted to change necessarily. What we didn't do on the first album was, on the first album we shared a lot of the verses. Like we went both back and forth on the verse. On the second album, I wanted people to hear the distinction in our voices because they have a very different, unique voice, and then you have this very socially sexy voice that I think that people. I just want because everybody on the first album was like, "Y'all sound so much the same."
Like, we can tell them from I don't know who is who.
Yeah, and I wanted people to hear the reason why we sound the same is because I technically am a background singer child because I can blend my voice with literally anybody. Yeah, I can blend
You harmonize.
I harmonize.
And that's the background singer, but you harmonize.
Yeah, child, I can sing with anybody. You take the lead, baby. I'm gonna sound just like.
And it's the crazy thing. I'm not really. If I learn a harmony, I know it. But I'm not naturally gifted in like harmonizing. I feel like it's one of those things that you got it or you don't. I'm naturally.
You just play with it. I be working on it just when I just hear random songs.
But I've gotten way better at it. Now a bitch can find a harmony way better than I used to. Like I can just easily listen to a song and find one.
Girl Down podcast featuring Aeon. I don't know how to say that. I'm so sorry that I'm butchering that. It says, when is the next album coming out? New album, baby. This year, I'll say that.
Yeah,
this year it'll be out. So soon. There's only about 5 months left.
So we're gonna get it out. We're gonna get it out this year.
Yeah, but the new single
is coming soon.
Very, very soon.
It's coming soon. The new single is. Can we say the name?
Yeah, why not?
It's called Hardhead.
Hardhead. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. So get into that. It's gonna be some things.
It's gonna be some things.
Okay, well, great. So I have one last thing I could ask y'all before I let y'all go. So I know that y'all write a lot of music together. Is there any songs that we might recognize that you have penned or been behind that you wrote for other people?
You can speak about any songs that you penned or wrote for other people that people may have heard.
Yes. I can't. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's where it's really tricky for me.
Talk about it. Come on, talk about
Here's
it.
where it's really tricky for me. Because people don't know that I write raps, and a lot of my bread and butter comes from raps, right? And when you do raps, you do ghostwriting, and they literally pay you to not say that you wrote the song. So you're a ghostwriter. So I will say that one of the artists that I worked for, we mentioned it in our intros. We mentioned that artist in our intros. So I can't. If you go back and look at our intros, that artist that we mentioned, does rap, and we did some things. But as far as there's a situation where there's a song that I wrote that went in top 10. And I'm really working on getting some legal things happen because I'm not in the credits. And there's a story behind it. There's a long story behind it. It was in Miami, and we had a song.
Mm-hmm.
The same producer took our song, same lyrics, same melodies, gave it to it. It blew up, and we never got credit. Well, I never got credit for it. And so there's a situation where I'm really working on it to get it rectified in the best way possible. Because there's publishing and all kinds of shit.
It's so much shit.
It's so much shit that happens in
the music industry is tired, girl.
Yeah. But I have a song that y'all probably definitely do know by, like Tremel, their single, there's songs that I've done with so many I can't think of off the top of my head. I'm always writing.
You are more than welcome to write for me. I remember
I told you that I was writing.
We were going to Dallas at like 3-4 in the morning, just sitting up some melodies off of YouTube. I just like to see the process. So yeah, I'll definitely hit you up because it's not my talent, and not yet anyway.
The crazy thing is that we've always wrote songs.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Like we've always wrote songs. He was recording at a young age. I was just being a single songwriter writing songs. But he was writing songs, but he was also recording at a young age. Mm-hmm. I didn't start recording until I was green until I met JeTwahn. I didn't start recording until. But like I said, I didn't even think it was possible for me to do what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, like I had a computer at a young age, and I had a regular like headset microphone that you can, like, you know, the telemarketers use. And I literally found the software on this, and it was called Sonar, and it was literally basically a recording studio on your computer. So I would use it to record songs. I would stack my harmonies, and I would like write these songs, and I would take other people's beats and like make songs, full-fledged songs out, and I would pass them out at school. And people would be like, "You can't sing." And I'll be like, "Bitch, I am the, shit." And some of the songs really got popular. MySpace came out, and then I remember one song blew up on MySpace. That was a whole nother thing. But yeah, I've always wrote. I love writing music. Mm-hmm. It's therapeutic for me. If I'm not writing a song, then I'm probably gonna be a bitch. Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a great ear, obviously, because I love y'all shit. So I would definitely love to collaborate.
Well, we is down for it.
Give me a little walk too.
Whenever you want to.
You can even come write with us sometimes. Yeah. You don't even have to just because and get a writing credit your fucking self. Like
I'll be there this weekend. Bye. Because I definitely wouldn't have a credit myself just to, drive it. I would definitely appreciate the help from the professionals who do what they do.
Vanita said, "Are you independent? Are you independent artists? If so, would you sign to a major label?" Yes. Yes.
It's because of the reach.
Because of the resources, because of the money.
And we already kind of carry ourselves in this type of way anyway. Like as far as
we are independent, by the way.
We are independent, but we take our craft really serious as if a whole machine was running behind us. All the stuff that we do is literally us.
Yeah.
It's like all us, and we just figure it out. And we get the
Girl Down podcast asks, with Aeon, I hope I'm saying that right. Will you be on the new season of Chasing Atlanta? We don't know nothing about that. Don't ask us no questions.
We don't know nothing about that.
Y'all gotta ask him. And Dario, he would even want us that. That's
we don't know.
He said no.
Girl, nothing sports. Girl.
No.
He said no.
That means
no. That is hilarious.
Let me go ahead and get about y'all here.
Okay, we get it.
Oh no,
we get it.
We ain't welcome back.
We get it. Y'all don't want us to come back.
Y'all want us to come back. We get it. We too much.
And Angie D said that's my nephew JeTwahn. Oh. Well, thank you, Auntie Angie. Ebony Hickman says, please come to DC. Y'all are serving always.
You know what? When DC book us, baby, we're gonna be there.
Listen, I love DC.
I love DC. You know what I love about DC? It's so black. It's like super culture, and it's like a lot of white folks there for sure.
And it's presidential.
It's presidential, but it's real black. And I love a city that's black like that.
And I just want a reason to go to DC so that I can like scooch on over to down to the Potomacs.
Okay.
So I can just get a little, just have a reason to go down to the Potomacs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Would you all be on the new season of Chasing LA since it's a music city?
Would I go to LA?
Are we open to it?
I would love to. I would definitely make some appearances. It's expensive out there. I don't see how the girls live out there.
It really is. Even though I feel like we would probably we got a lot of fans in LA.
We got a lot of
like a lot. We look at our analytics and stuff. A lot of our supporters actually are in LA, so we definitely gonna be up in LA.
Yeah, maybe Nicole can help me fix my credit that's so low.
So we can be able.
So we can
live
in LA
comfortably.
Okay, because a bitch. And my 530, what she said it was 5.
She's a 500 and
500.
Yeah.
Well, look, I love y'all. I don't want to take up y'all time no more, but I'll definitely hit y'all up. Y'all know I love me some Louis Vuitton. And yeah,
we love you too, Jamar. We love you too.
Mwah.
Have a good night.
What's this question? If y'all could record an album at an international location, where would it be? I would go to UK.
I want to go to London too.
I would go to UK.
I want to go to London. I want to go to UK, United Kingdom. I want to, because they speak English one.
Yeah.
And I barely speak other languages. I'm not proud of that. I said that. I said that. But I'm learning Duolingo and stuff. I'm learning, but I would like to go to UK because it's like international, but they still speak English. It's just an accent, so I would want to start.
And I think they love queer artists and they love new things. And the things that we don't necessarily give a chance or a shot in American culture, they eat it up. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize this about like even like Tina Turner. The major part of her story is that for years she had been doing a Chitlin circuit and traveling and performing at little nightclubs and performing at little theaters. And it wasn't until she moved to the UK and turned 45 years old
that she became an international superstar.
Where they really supported her. They put money behind her. They really, believed in her. And I think that shows that doesn't matter what age you are, what you believe in. That black people was like, girl, rock and roll, a black woman doing rock and roll. They wasn't trying to hear that. So,
basically, a trans girl, a gay boy doing R&B and hip hop.
They black people ain't trying to support that. So, so the UK probably might be, and we've been invited a couple times.
We have. We can't speak about it, but we almost had an opportunity there to be signed.
We had a major label
there
reach out to us a couple times from the UK.
The contracts weren't contracted properly, baby.
No, the money wasn't money, baby.
Yeah, so we
360 my ass, baby.
Yeah. No, not when we write our own shit.
Not when we write our shit, girl. Y'all can keep that.
Make our own fucking video treatments, direct everything, like girl.
We gonna talk. Okay, y'all we would eat London. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joshua said if there was one other Chasing Reality cast that you could have brought on the mix with the Twixt,
and we already know
who would it be?
It would have been Kendra.
It would have been Kendra.
It would have been Kendra. That's like our real friend. Like
it would have been Kendra.
It's like it would have been Lil Kendra. That's like our like real life like friend. She's literally like
she was just over here.
She's like the third. She was literally was just over here today. She's like our third member, baby.
Yeah, y'all don't know that, but
y'all
we
don't
love
know
Kendra.
that. We love Kendra.
We love us some BTS love Kendra, baby. She keeps us crackling and cackling, baby. Let's see if there's any other questions. If y'all can record, we already asked that one. Y'all would eat London. Y'all should return to Chasing Atlanta. They are a few cast members from season 5 that should never return to.
That's pretty harsh, but you know, your opinion is your opinion. When a bitch speak her mind, I let them.
I love a bitch that speak their mind. I don't know who y'all talk about. Would you love to collaborate?
Who would you love to collaborate with?
Baby, my dyslexia. It's kicking in.
You know, mine's hit different in other areas, like learning to dance. Hear me?
Who would you love to collaborate with? Who wouldn't we love to collaborate? Everybody. I'm a songwriter, so everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Literally
I'm
everybody.
Open to it. Like,
small, and then I guess independent acts like Kid Ken,
Deli Bow.
I would love to do something with there's a lot of Atlanta girls, so many Atlanta girls. I can't think of their names right now. They're gonna kill me. I love Rico Cassadine. I love Rico with a K. I've already got something going. We got something coming with Rico with a K.
Yes, we do.
I love obviously we love Kendra.
We love Kendra.
But then on a great scale, a bigger scale, I would love to do something with like Saucy Santana. I would love to do something with what's my boo from LA?
Which one? Who? I'm trying to think. Kid Ken.
We already said Kid Ken. The other one.
Did we already say?
We said Deli Bow and Kid Ken. The other one.
Dre Babe.
Yeah, Dre Babe.
Yeah.
I love Dre Babe. I love and I love like regular art. I love we already got something with 7 Deep. I just would love yeah.
Cake's the Killer.
Cupcake.
Oh,
I love
Cupcake.
Okay. I can't think of. There's so many artists. I'm so bad with names of songs. Artists. I would love to do something with
I would love to do something with
I love his voice.
I love his voice. He be singing his ass off.
Yeah, there's so many people. And then big artists like Rihanna, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj,
of course,
Jasmine Sullivan. I would just love to just write a song for Brandy.
I would love to write something for Jasmine too.
Or Jasmine.
I
don't even gotta be on the track. Just sing my song, baby.
Sing the song.
Just sing my song.
Sing the song. How you gonna sing the song, baby?
I also like Avery Wilson.
Avery. He's amazing.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's the list goes on. I'm a songwriter first, so like I would love to write anything for anybody.
That's still collaborating for us.
That's collaboration.
Writing music, even if we're not on the song, if we writing it to also a part of it, it's still collaborating for us.
We Were Born in Kendra track would be
fire. It surely would.
It sure is.
It sure is.
It sure is. Y'all so beautiful. Thank you, Spencer.
Thank you.
Flowers for your Duran
Bernard. Yes, I'm here for him. I am here for Duran. I'm here for Duran.
I love Duran.
I love him.
I love his personality. I like his
voice. He's an Aries, so I'm here for it.
I love me some.
He's an Aries. I'm here for it. I love him. Yeah.
Duran, baby. Come on, Duran. Yep, that 70 collab. Let me know with the Rico K. Okay, listen. The Rico with a K song.
The Rico with a K collaboration is
a T.
Literally
all the collaborations we got coming up. That in the arsenal. I can't wait for y'all to hear because every one of them slap. I'm not just tooting my own horn. It's like literally every one of them just are giving you.
And the crazy thing is that it's like I love all the collaborations, but I always find myself singing the Rico with a K.
No, that one just is
I
catchy.
don't know
it's
what
catchy
it
as
is.
hell.
The collaboration with Rico with a K. I always just be thinking of it all the time. Like,
what's your best stage memory?
When we was in Houston. And our music fucked up again.
It always fucks up.
I don't know. People. No comment.
The people trying to sabotage.
I was people trying to sabotage because our music stopped again and literally
in the same song.
The same song.
Same song.
Our biggest song. And we started singing it just a cappella, And the whole, and no, actually we didn't. The whole crowd, they started singing it. Acapella.
And I was just
sitting there like, I'm talking about the whole room. All these people, and we looking like,
I'm like, y'all better show the fuck up.
Y'all better show up for more.
Like I didn't even get to say anything. The next thing you know, they just singing the song, and I was just it was like a dream. Like,
it was like a dream.
You always see stuff like that where you can stop, you can put the mic out and the crowd sing your song, but for it, the music to stop and then the crowd to finish your song, you just be like, what the fuck is
it was like a dream. I felt like I was dreaming. It was crazy.
It was crazy. So that's definitely my favorite moment. It was a mistake, but it was a beautiful.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. We needed that moment.
We need that moment to kind of remember who the fuck we were. Sometimes,
yeah. Sometimes
you gotta be like, bitch, wait a minute.
You just be grinding and trying to go to the next thing. You accomplish something and move to the next thing. And sometimes you forget. You can't even bask in all you've actually done. Sometimes. So,
can y'all tell us when we going to get the Rico? Let me tell y'all need to harass him.
Y'all gotta harass him, y'all.
Y'all gotta harass him, that man.
Y'all gotta harass him.
Y'all need to go over there and bother him.
Y'all gotta
tell him to put the song down.
Yeah, I need y'all to flood him. Go over there and give him hell.
Yeah, he's holding our song.
We're gonna figure it out.
So, I think. What's that?
I think you guys would do well working with Steve Mackey. Oh, he's the vocal coach.
Yeah,
I would love that. I would love that.
I actually seen him at the airport once.
I would love that. He done work with some of the best of the best. I would love that.
And the worst of the worst. So he know how to whip a bitch.
He know how to whip into shape.
Yeah, so I definitely would love to.
I would love that.
Hands down.
Especially with dancing too. Dancing and singing is a lot.
Child.
I don't know if we can afford them, but
I don't know if we can afford them either. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for talking to us. I can say everyone was super impressed. I felt like watching the big name talent. You guys have it. Listen, Joshua. Let me while I'm here say
I love him.
I effing love. I'm trying to work on my cursing, y'all, but I just naturally just curse too much.
I do.
So forgive me. But Joshua, he literally, I think, was one of the few supporters that. Okay, upon getting to Mexico, let's rewind to getting to Mexico. Mm-hmm. We got off the plane, baby, and we were lost in the airport. Nobody spoke English, and so we were lost as hell, right? And then we finally found the in the mix place where everybody was supposed to be getting transported to the resort. Mm-hmm. Our names were not on the list, so then people was like, "Y'all can't ride with us. You gotta find somewhere else." Get somebody else to go, do something else, baby. You can't get up on here. And it was Josh and the young ladies that were with Josh at the moment that were like, wait a minute, that's We Were Born. And they're on the flyer. Like they're pulling out the flyer showing the people that like, no, that's them and they're supposed to be with us and they're supposed to be going to the resort. And so ever since that moment, we bonded, like we had a little bonding moment.
We got to know each other on the way to the resort because it was a bit of a ways from the airport.
It was a little bit of a ways from the airport. It was about 45 minutes,
almost an hour.
And we stopping getting drinks and we talking and and him and his husband were introducing themselves and basically every day that I saw Josh, he just went out with us every night and he just really
energy was just so warm
and immersed himself with. He didn't give a fuck about what he's seen prior to the show. And there's a few people on the trip who were like, I don't fuck with JeTwahn because I seen you on the show. But he was just like, bro, you're good to me. I'm gonna be good to you. And I'm very like, I don't talk to a lot of people naturally. So for me to like talk to you just means, I like you. So and he
was just great.
Just very great and welcome. And he was a really good person. And y'all, let me tell y'all, if y'all, I know it looks like we argue and bicker and fight a lot, but if you got the time and you got the money, go to the twixtrip.com. I don't know the website.
I think it's www.twixtrip.com and go book y'all get y'all early slots because baby, we waited last minute and our shit was very high. It was high as hell.
It was high.
It was high as hell. But we was juggling and doing a lot. We working on music. A lot of our money is already spoken for, so we had to wait to do it when we could do it.
It's Twixt.
But if you do it early,
I can't say Twixt, y'all.
It's Twixt Trip.
Twixt
Trip.
Yeah, I've been booking.
Yeah, it's TwixtTrip.com. Go there and put your deposit down so you can get your spot. And this way you have time to pay it off way before. Just be smarter than that.
And it's cheaper.
It's cheaper now.
Yeah, do put your deposit down now.
It's cheaper now.
Yeah, and get y'all to, we gotta help them, do y'all big one.
Do y'all big one.
And if you're gonna see the girls, I don't know who's gonna go this time. I don't know if it's gonna be the same girls. I don't know if it's gonna be different girls, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be eventful and a spectacle. Yeah. So it's something to see. If nothing else, it's gonna be something to see.
Yeah.
Will you be with us next year?
Only time will tell. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. Y'all would definitely see.
Girl, we inspired, girl. Tell the people.
Even if it's no shade, even if I am there next year, I don't know about hosting. It's no shade. I wanna go. I plan to go have, like I said, have a stellar, get her groove back moment. I wanted to have a little rendezvous, a little light romance. I was ready to let it out. Give me a little Mexican poppy and just baby, none of that happened. Baby, that didn't happen. So I don't know. But I definitely would recommend anyone, if you've never been out the country or have never experienced anything like this, y'all go live your life.
Yes, get your passport.
Go live your life. Get your passport. You have time. You can put the deposit down and still get your passport in time.
And hopefully you get the itinerary in the next couple months.
In the next couple weeks. In the next couple weeks, hopefully y'all get the itinerary.
Because that was the biggest thing. I would tell y'all, the itinerary is taking me out.
Oh, I definitely think about it. We've been to Spanish-speaking countries before, so we definitely had already been familiar with some of the language before. So of course, I don't know it like, it's not like I'm not fluid in it, but we definitely learn things. And we definitely do things.
When I lived in New York, I lived in
we both did.
Harlem.
We both lived in Spanish
Harlem. And my building was full with the Boricuas and the Dominicans. And it was and so naturally I can understand it, and they be surprised at me.
Yeah.
Because they can be talking to me and I understand it, but I don't know how to speak it.
The thing about me is that I don't necessarily know how to understand it, but I know how to read it and pronounce it. Like I know how to read it. I can know how to read it, but I don't know how to I don't necessarily understand it.
I understand. I be understanding a lot, and just because I've been around it for years. So when you be around it for years, you can kind of pick up certain words, certain phrases,
and the crazy thing is that my ex was Honduran, Ingrid was Honduran. And so she would speak it so I know certain things, but she wouldn't really speak it to me. Like she didn't speak it to me all the time to the point where it was like, oh, yeah, but that's crazy.
Just arrive a day early and stay a day late. Yes, that's a good tip too. Pay for the extra day.
Yeah, pay for the extra day. Yeah, y'all, please do that. Pay for the extra days. I think
it's worth it.
It's worth it. We did not want to leave.
We didn't want to leave.
It was literally so beautiful.
Actually, I was going to stay and she was going to leave. But then I thought about the cartel, baby. I gotta leave myself.
It was literally an escape. Living like that, every day. I just could see how someone just have an experience like that or living like that on a day-to-day, just not knowing that the world is a fucked up place. Because it was literally I can't explain it. It was literally like heaven there.
Yes, click the link if you have any questions or you just want to talk to us, you want to say anything, you have any questions, comments, or concerns.
Yes.
You want to pick our brains about anything. We definitely do a recap show on our thing where we get a little bit unhinged. Just call it unhinged, and we definitely, say some unfiltered and unbiased things, and it definitely comes off a little unhinged at times.
Yeah, because we recap the show as if we're not a part
of the show. Right. So it's a little bit delusional.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
And the next episode drops tomorrow night at 8.
Yeah.
So yeah. We're on episode 3. So
it'll be episode 3.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do 4 and 5 this week, hopefully, so that we can catch up by
the last episode.
Because they're already filmed. But
yeah. They're already filmed. We just gotta make sure we get them out there.
Try to get them out there.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing what Daria go through, child. If it's not damn editing, it's the rendering, it's the loading, and the glitching. This shit is too much. They don't tell you about it. Can you say cenote? Cenote. But you know, I was calling it the song. That's funny. Because in the scene, I had really forgot what it was called. So I was singing Sangarita and Sriracha and whatever. I literally forgot, and I was thinking like, I'm like, and what's it called? It's not the Sriracha. And he was like, and he looking at me like, I don't know what the hell you talking about. He looking through the notes, trying to figure out what the name of it was. And we both looking, and then it was like, I filmed something later, and I said something about the Cenote. I was like, damn it, now I'm gonna look like a ridiculous, ignorant ass person calling it the Sangarita and all the other stuff. Yeah, the water was beautiful.
That water was everything
crystal.
was beautiful.
Everything was beautiful.
Even when we went to like the real local, like Mexico, when we went to the party, and even the grit was beautiful.
Yeah,
like just seeing the culture and like gritty and like what Mexico, the real Mexico, what it's like. It was just still like, oh bitch, this the hood, bitch, this is cute.
The hood Cancun was tea.
The hood Cancun was tea.
Now it looked like the hood, but it was still beautiful.
It was still beautiful.
Like you respected it.
You respected it. It was clearly culture is here.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
And we enjoy stuff like that.
Yeah, I love going to the real spots.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about those strippers and the other performers at the finale? Let me tell you. Well, they didn't put Miss Mama up in there.
Oh, they did.
They didn't put her in there.
They didn't put her in there. Baby.
Miss Mama, the one that was dancing on Mama Twixt, honey, she had them legs cocked up from
baby. She was doing a sprint. Eagle, baby.
To west.
I'm talking about
bare vagina in everybody's face. She had her vagina on Theo's beard. She put her.
I'm talking about it was the reminds you by that mistake.
Oh my God.
But she was paying.
She was paying it. I think Oliver, as you can tell in the series,
Mexican dick in my life, so I really don't know what the little pinger be hitting on. That man had a little sausage on him. He had a little sausage. He was rubbing it on my thigh. I was like, sir, this damn my mama.
It was boyfriend. Yeah, it was. No, I'm not talking about you. Not the one I was talking about. I'm talking about the first.
I ain't gonna lie, that little Mexican man was fine. Baby, he could have got all this chalupa.
Yeah, no, there was a couple dancers. So the first couple dancers, they were doing like pole things and crazy.
Oh, and they was killing.
And they was fucking it up. Now, that was good entertainment.
That was like
good entertainment.
I wish probably more of that would have made it because baby,
they was fucking it up. And then the strippers came out onto the deck, baby. And when they came out, the first one, he was I'm sorry, I gotta keep it real. Then maybe I should shut the fuck up.
No,
am I keep it real?
Keep it real.
He was mediocre.
Mediocre.
No, the first one was mediocre. Like he was on beat. I feel like it was his first night out. He
seemed nervous.
He was just doing this.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was nervous.
He just doing this right here. And I don't know, something about this move, offbeat, ain't sexy. It just wasn't pleasing to the eye. But then the one that had the meat, baby. He came out and was just popping his penis up on Oliver's neck. And
Oliver she was just receiving it. She was receiving a penis on her neck.
So Yeah, I don't know what's something to see. Like we from the A. We used to seeing dicks, ass,
yes,
and
baby.
we used to seeing ass, dicks, and titties. My girl, it's the
It
foolishness
was,
here. So
yeah,
I mean, you seen one penis, you seen them all, baby. You know, so
especially up in Atlanta.
No, but his penis was uncut, but it was a pretty nice uncut. Should I be describing this man's penis?
Girl, baby not.
The Mexican dancer was penising.
He was penising.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mexican dancer, the female, she was vagina.
That vagina was vagina, baby. That vagina, baby. And she just was whipping it. I've never seen somebody so liberal with a vagina.
It was giving pink delight.
She just was just flapping it and showing it and grabbing your hand and letting you touch it. Like, I was like, damn, Miss Mama. She's being fresh with that vagina. Hey, Spencer, you muted. You gotta hit the mute button, babes.
You got it.
We can hear you now.
We can hear you.
You took the camera off, and now we can hear you. Hello?
Hello? We can't hear you.
Spencer, are you there?
Are you there?
Spencer?
Can you hear me?
Spencer?
You're listening.
Welcome. Spencer's in the bird box, y'all. He got his blindfold on. And
it was giving a quiet place.
He was giving a quiet.
It was giving a quiet place, baby.
He was giving blackout. Okay, poor baby don't know how to work his phone. Well, Spencer, when you ready
to come back up, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, if you want to talk about some things, we can talk about some things. Do you have another clip? Was that the end of the episode?
That was the end of the episode?
That was the end of the episode. I feel like that's how it ended. Am I tripping?
So the next day is the departure day where I'm saying goodbye to everyone. And I'm so sad to see them leave, but I'm happy that now I get to enjoy a day to myself again, where some of the supporters did stay, as well as Darius and my mother. And when I tell you we had an amazing day, I was so happy that I finally got the chance to enjoy the resort, get down there in the pool with the people, frolic, drink, eat all the fucking food, and have a good time. And I'm just like, what's gonna happen next year to top this, baby? Because it gotta keep getting better and better every year. Like, this was amazing. Cheers, Miss Oliver, to another year on this earth. I think the Lord is still happy and proud of you because he ain't turned your lights off yet. He still got you out here breathing and doing other things. And I'm like, great job, girl, if I do say so myself.
I just want to say I love watching other people have fun.
Me too, but I'd rather be a part of it. I'm kind of jealous. We didn't get to do nothing. If y'all go on a trip, take the extra day. Because that just kind of pissed me the fuck off. I ain't gonna even lie. That's gonna piss me off because I wanted to do that. I didn't get to do none of that. They looked, they was having a time of their life. And it's no shame, y'all get the extra day. Don't be cheap. Get the extra day.
Go ahead and get the extra day. No, listen, they look like they was up in the phone. They was in the pool. They was raving and
what? I know I would have found.
I know
I would have found my man that day.
We didn't get them fist pump in the phone.
I am. That looked like it was so much fun. Oh my god. Yeah, y'all get that extra day if y'all go.
No, we was slaved, baby. It was given. It was given. Come to set. JéTwahn told me y'all were staying an extra day, low key, while I extended my day.
No, we had. I
had
to get back to come to work.
She had to go to work.
I had to come back to work.
She was working an actual 9 to 5 at the time.
Yes, I had to come back to work,
and she had to work. And I was like, well, you know what? I got a couple $100 stashed away. I could stay a couple of days, another day. But then the people at the main resort people was doing a lot. They was making it a little bit more complicated
than it
had to be. I'm like, girl, this is an extra day. How we can figure this out without y'all like giving me anything? But it was more so the day before I made that decision. The day before instead of like
the first day.
The first day, and it would have been easier. Yeah, but
yeah, I should have stayed the extra
day. They were definitely tripping about extensions. I was like, girl, they were doing the most about the extensions. So just go ahead and get it. Before you go.
But this is why they was doing the most about the extensions, because when we were leaving, there was troops of people still coming.
Right.
So people had already reserved
their days.
Reserved their days and stuff like that. So they only have so many rooms. And this resort is fabulous, y'all.
Right.
I don't know how the next one is gonna be or what they're gonna
I think it's the same thing, but in a different
place.
Yeah.
In a different city or country.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's worth it, y'all.
Yeah, they were tripping about extensions. So FYI,
want that extra day.
They were sold the fuck out.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were literally. Listen. That was the thing. They were telling me that the room that I had got was booked, and in order for me to stay, I would. It was basically,
and then you would also had to your ticket.
Yeah, my ticket. So it was more so about. It was a lot of things.
It was a lot of things.
It was
a lot.
It was going on. They was gonna extend the room, but then it was like I think they said $600 or some shit, which wasn't that bad. But then it was also the ticket back.
On top of that,
but you think about it, and then I thought about the math. Was it mathing for me? Because I'm like, damn, we spent $2,000 to be here for 4 or 5 days, and then $500 is basically that's a lot.
Yeah.
And then switching the ticket over, you about to be in the $1,000 again for one day.
But to be fair, we spent that much because we did it late.
We did it late.
So. Yeah. So get it early. Yeah.
Go ahead and get it early. Somebody said, "Are y'all gonna be there?" We don't know.
We're not sure.
The time is ticking. That means it's about time to wrap things up.
Yes.
A lot of successful mainstream artists have LGBT following. Do you feel like our community supports our artists enough? Our community.
I feel like the LGBT community, I don't know what it is. I do feel like there's somewhat of a disconnect. I feel like it's getting better. Like where more LGBT people are supporting or want to hear from LGBT artists, but I do feel like there has been somewhat of a disconnect to where I feel like they're just more connected to people that's not like them. Almost seem like it.
Yeah, I can give y'all a long dissertation about the non-support of the community, but I think that starts with it's a very crab in a bucket mentality. And this is something we've been bred with for centuries. This isn't just now. This is something that's literally starts back on the plantation when Master told the light skins to stay up on the porch and watch the Negroes in the field. And you ain't gonna make it out because Django come out and he gonna, whip y'all. The slave gonna whip the slave. You know what I'm saying? So it's always people not wanting to see the next person succeed, or if you doing something, they feel like they can't support you because they feel like they ain't gonna get it, or there's not enough, pie to go around, essentially. So, I can talk about that all day, but I do feel like
it's changing.
There's a, Beyonce is calling it a renaissance where there's people of queer experience and they're coming to the forefront, and people are forefront and are being supported.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So
it's happening.
It's happening. Slowly but surely. Love the look, Berlin. Berlin looks fabulous tonight.
Thank you.
Oh no, baby, splash, splash at home. Okay, I don't know what that means. Gatekeeping. Yes, Bianca, that's exactly what I was trying to say. It's a lot of gatekeeping and not enough sharing and supporting, because caring is sharing. So if you see an artist that you like, repost it, share it. That sometimes is, you never know who will see it. You might got a cousin that does, production for such and such, or you might have a friend that, works at a magazine that can get them a post. You never know. Caring and sharing. So, and that just goes for anything even this platform, this platform right here that we're on, Chasing Reality, you enjoy it, and sometimes you see the views and you see the people that are watching it, and you don't necessarily think to, oh, let me share this to people that I enjoy watching this. Share.
Yeah, and I'll support. Any support is helpful.
Yeah. And a lot of, it's hard out here. Everybody ain't got money, so you may not have the money to pay for this or pay for a ticket, a concert, or buy the album. But you can share.
And you can stream.
You press that button.
Even from YouTube, child.
Yeah.
They all help.
Okay, We Were Born. I want you to know that I love your music. Netflix and Chill is hands down the best song and video I've ever seen and heard. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't even know how to take compliments like that.
That's like
yeah, I don't
that's
know how to
crazy. It's like,
thank you.
Thank you
I really
so
appreciate
much.
it.
I
Yeah.
thank you that. Yeah, that's like yeah.
That's
I'm like
amazing.
over here like.
That's amazing. No, we work really hard, and I don't think that a lot of people know that, but we really work hard on our things. So if you guys are enjoying it, that's all that matters, that's why we make art, to give it away. Some people are selfish with their art and like, oh, it's mine, but ours is about being, we were born. It's inclusive. True tea, I'm very self-conscious about like being sexy and sexual and things like that. But then like in this video, I want to force myself to do something that I wouldn't normally do, and
just be more liberated.
And
it's nothing
be more
wrong.
sex positive.
Be more sex positive. It's nothing like. Yeah. I feel like as queer people, sometimes you feel like we're so overly sexualized. I feel like for so long we wanted to stay away from it.
Yeah.
And I feel like we accomplished that our first record. Like we did. Like we accomplished that. We showed people that we weren't just trying to be
gimmicky about
sexuality because we're queer and all of that. But now we're like, fuck that. Oh, forget that. Sorry about the cursing. We is grown and we are sexual beings, and that is okay too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. We have sex too.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Joshua. Netflix and Chill has a lot of playtime in the bedroom. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody gotta be playing it. Bumping and grinding. Y'all listen. Y'all got a couple more minutes of We Were Born's and Chasing Reality's time. So if y'all got anything to say, or any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to pick our brains about, anything, from the past episodes, say it now.
Yeah.
Say it now and forever hold your peace.
Or the future episode.
I wish I had some of the, what we need to start doing? And start getting the comments from the last episodes on here, so we can see because sometimes y'all be talking that hard cash shit up in them comments, and I would want to rebuttal and respond and clap back.
It's too much.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because they get in here, don't say nothing, but I think it would be nice to verbally say some things to some people,
to verbally lash some people.
No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. Y'all have been really nice and kind to us. And I'm happy that y'all are enjoying us this time around for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
Ooh. And Dario, show next time on show that. If you got the clip.
The next time on, yeah.
You don't got the clip?
Next time on In the Mix with Twixt.
Okay. Well, I can tell you what it was. In the Mix with Twixt, the next scene, it looked like there was going to be some crying between Oliver and his mama. It looked like it was... Oh, 1 sec. Okay. Is everyone still cool or nah? I don't know if I can say. We have one more episode, the finale episode of Chasing... In the Mix with Twixt. Everyone is cordial and professional.
And everyone is alive.
And everyone's alive and well.
Everybody's alive and well.
Alive.
Everybody's alive.
I don't know about well
yeah.
Because I don't know what they got going on personally.
Yeah.
But
everybody alive.
Yeah.
We're all living our lives. We're living our lives. And we're grateful.
Is everyone cool or not? I listen. Well, y'all already know Darius is blocked.
Girl.
Darius is blocked. Y'all need to come back to Chasing Atlanta. Thank you. If they'll have us, maybe one day in the future. Your eyes are beautiful. Thank you. These are my Kenya Moores. I pop them in, and they help me to see through the bullshit into the future.
I cannot. This one, he just never stopped.
I literally never stop. Yes. When y'all know I got my Kenya Moores in, y'all know I'm be doing my thing, baby. I've been watching TTB. Y'all are funny. Well, shout outs to TTB.
Shout out to TTB.
Shout out to TTB for giving the girls an opportunity to come up there and show our asses and to fight and argue on TTB. Because we literally stay up on the TTB network. Well, I stay up there showing my ass. I don't know why I be up there showing my ass like that. I'm going on a TTB. What's it called? Were you fast? Hiatus. Yeah, I'm hiatusing. I can't be up there. Okay. Chasing We Were Born. You know what? I love that. Hashtag chasing we were born.
You know what? I live for that.
You know what?
That is actually really, really cute. That is really sickening.
Chasing We Were Born.
Chasing We Were Born.
Well, who says you gotta chase We Were Born, baby? Because, baby, we don't chase shit. We run it. We don't chase shit over here, baby. We run shit, okay? I'm joking. But not really. Yes, okay. Yes, I love you for a reason. Beyonce is my favorite. Beyonce is my girl, too.
Yeah, Beyonce is my girl.
Yes, I love her to swirl and twirl, baby. If you did a series surrounding these two, it definitely would.
In the mix of Twixt.
I don't feel like I ever do that to her.
The world gets to see Oliver Twixt. They don't see Eddie Oliver.
How would you describe the communication that you and Oliver had?
What was all that about? Since we're not gonna tiptoe around it with Nicole.
Their names are unimportant.
If you say something shady to me, bitch, I'm gonna say something shady back.
Anything else, girl?
And you're an alcoholic at 40 years old. All you do is drink and talk shit about people. I could just go. I don't have to be here. I can
go. Well, let me tell y'all. I think the only episode that I really kind of a little nervous about watching is the next one. I've been a little
You've been chill.
I've been chill about these seasons, most of them, because I'm able to say what I want to say and do what I want to do, and on Unhinged. But this one, I don't know, baby. I'm telling y'all, I will say filming it was a lot. Okay, so I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I can't wait for you guys to see it. And y'all, please tune in. And yeah, it's the final finale episode. And to my knowledge, I saw Chasing Reality. Well, you know what? Two things before we go. Streets. Let me make sure I'm saying this shit right. Mm-hmm.
You got it right.
Because I always saying somebody's name wrong. Okay, on Chasing Reality, they are... Pull it up on your phone because my phone doing something stupid.
It is, 1 second.
Yeah, she's being weird.
It's on... Okay, 1 second.
Oh, no, here it is. Chasing Reality has partnered with Streets TV, okay? Streets TV. Okay, so... I want to get this right, Tuesday night at 11 p.m. Lovers and Friends, season 2 of Lovers and... Wait, I'm reading this wrong. Season 4 of Chasing Atlanta on Monday nights, 11 p.m. Season 2 of Chasing LA will be at 11 p.m. And Lovers and Friends will be Thursday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go over there to Streets TV and support the girls, get their numbers up, and do what y'all gotta do, okay? So that's that. So congratulations to Chasing Reality for doing that. Big things, big moves. Also, it says next week on the season finale, there's a special announcement, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's a special
announcement. So tune the in to In the Mix with Twixt next week.
So y'all can get the rest of the Chasing Reality tea that's supposed to
be happening. And go to Streets TV, download the app, and support the girls. Rewatch the shows, catch up on the Chasing LA and Chasing Atlanta and Lovers and Friends, and get you a piece because the girls out here trying to do things and trying to move on up. Yeah, in society. Yeah. Yes. So yes, guys. I hope I gave y'all all the news and all the tea. Oh yeah, last thing in the mix with Twixt. Please, not in the mix with Twixt. Twixtrip.com to book your trip for next year. Go to wewerebornmusic.com for all things We Were Born. You know, we got music up there, merch up there. We're getting a new batch of merch, y'all. It's tea, it's sickening.
Yeah.
Our new single is coming out. Unhinged tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
on the We Were Born YouTube channel.
We Were Born YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. I think we said all we need to say.
Yes.
I think we've done all we needed to do.
I think that's it.
So good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
We Were Born has officially
left the motherfucking room.
And to all, a good night.
I'm Nicole Rae, Mark for the Prince.
And how's everything been going so far?
Everything's been going great for me.
Amazing. Great.
So do you often travel with Theo to do work?
This is actually my first time traveling with him to do work. So far, I have enjoyed the trip. I love assisting him, helping him out any way that I can. Usually I'm behind the scenes helping out at home. So it's actually good to be a friend.
Well, I'm Josh and
I'm Jay.
We've been together for 6 years. We just got married in November.
Oh, he's definitely an Oliver fan. He's been an Oliver fan since we first seen Oliver. When he found out Oliver was having this trip, he played the little ad for me like 15 times, kind of as like a sneak little. His birthday was coming up, by the way, and it was like as a sneak little, this is a good idea. So, I had to do it because I knew that's what he wanted.
I'm here with my son, Oliver Twixt. And this is his first big, lovely national event, so I definitely did not want to miss it. I wanted to be a part of it, to come out, to enjoy, to vacation. Since COVID hit, we've been pretty much inside. So I wanted to come out, I wanted to be with him, I wanted to be with his friends. I wanted to enjoy this ambiance with him and his friends.
Is there anything else y'all looking forward to for the rest of the weekend?
Getting to know more people.
Just get to know more people, yeah. And suck up all this positive energy.
I'm looking forward to seeing Oliver perform. I've never seen him perform in person live, so that would be really, really great. I hope he sings his new song. And also, I just want to turn up with them.
I am here on my honeymoon.
Ooh. Congratulations! Congratulations! Is that your honey right there? My honey.
Yes. Oh, I love it!
Thank you, Michelle.
I gotta fix that.
Pack your bags because you are invited to the Twixt Takeover in the Dominican Republic, hosted by your favorite nerd, Oliver Twixt, from February the 8th to the 12th, 2024. It's a 5-day all-inclusive stay at one of the finest 5-star resorts in Punta Cana, Hotel Rio Republica All-Inclusive Resort. Treat yourself to a luxury stay with beach access, fine dining, unlimited food and drinks, on-site attractions, spa amenities, and daily activities hosted by myself and my co-host. It's only a $100 deposit to lock in the early bird rate before the price goes up. So go to www.twixtrip.com to book your package today. Again, visit www.twixtrip.com for more information and to book your travel package today. See you there!
For one of the best duos of all time, in my opinion, We Were Born!
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Oliver. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We Were Born is in the motherfucking room. I am JéTwahn. I'm Berlin. And we are We Were Born.
dance, I do my dance. Girl, fuck it up. I see you flexing on your haters. I be flexing on my haters, on my haters. Flying high out my mind, riding through the gator. They said I couldn't.
The music just goes, and I'm like, bitch, now we gotta sing a cappella. Well, I be flexing on my haters. I do my best, I do my dance. Straight up flexing on my haters. I do my dance, I do my dance. Girl, fuck it up. And you can do it with no hands. I see you flexing on your haters. Hey, now do your dance, now do your dance. Okay, that's all we're freestyle.
I am a very unbothered individual. There is not much that really, really bothers me. I'm kind of careless. I really don't give a fuck about much. But when it comes to my music and like performance and things like that, I am a really crazy person. Like, you can ask JéTwahn, he be like, girl, you gotta calm down. It ain't that deep. He be like, girl, you okay, you missed a step. Okay, in rehearsal. He be like, girl, you missed a step. Girl, don't kill yourself over it. How y'all feeling tonight? We've been having such an amazing time here, y'all. And we just really expect to, we Oliver.
Shit happens, y'all. Y'all look beautiful. Thank y'all for dealing with the technical difficulties. Let me tell y'all, we met each other when we were actually homeless and years ago, in New York City, right? The moment you meet somebody, you know exactly where you are, who you are, and everything just makes sense. That was that moment when I met her. Like, I actually was very transphobic when I met her. No lie, no shade, no tea. I didn't understand it. I thought they were all like weird, and it made me uncomfortable with them. And then when I met her, she kind of totally changed my perception of it. Literally, the moment I met her, I just knew this was one of my life partners, and I'm just so blessed to have you.
Hey, yes, child, we live life together, all live life together. Sometimes too much goddamn life together. But we figure it out, and we're here, and we're not stopping, so.
We were born as important to the world because it's a one-of-a-kind thing. There's not another R&B, pop, queer duo, especially doing it the way that we do it.
Our journey, we literally went from being like homeless to like writing songs together.
We've been doing this since 2010. It's been a slow trajectory, but now that people are coming along, thanks to artists shining light like Beyonce and everybody just being so festive and the Pride festivals and things like that, and RuPaul's Drag Race, everybody's now immersed into queer culture, and I'm happy about that.
And no one has had my back. Like, this individual has had my back, because at the end of the day, we share a dream together. We've been through so much, and it's been so hard. It's been so hard. It's not always easy.
When I look at my sis Berlin and see how resilient she has been through the fights, the arguments, the losing apartments, to losing homes, to losing cars, to family members passing.
But I can honestly say that it's worth it.
I love my sis, and I don't say that publicly. I'm getting choked up because I really do love my sis. She's really she's a blessing to me, and I really can't thank her for being there.
Y'all can know where we were born. I just want to properly reintroduce them now that we got it right. Listen. For the last time and the loudest time, give it up for We Were Born!
I be flipping on my haters. I do my dance, I do my dance. Straight up flexing on my haters. I do my dance, I do my dance. Girl, fuck it up.